When the alarm shatters the silence of another dawn and the weight of the coming day presses down, what's the first thought that truly ignites within you? Is it a spark of purpose, a burning vision for what you will achieve? Or is it the familiar, dull thud of routine, the silent dread of more of the same? For most, it's the latter. They rise, they endure, they exist. They chase shadows of success, yet wonder why true wealth, profound fulfillment, and lasting impact remain elusive. The world, my friends, is brimming with talent, with dreams whispered in the dark, with potential that could shake the very foundations of reality. Yet, the vast majority remain tethered to the ground, bound by invisible chains, perpetually caught in the gravitational pull of scarcity. Why? Why do brilliant minds languish in mediocrity? Why do ambitious souls settle for crumbs? Why does the promise of abundance elude so many, leaving them trapped in a cycle of want and quiet desperation? It's not a lack of effort. It's not a conspiracy by some unseen force. It's far simpler and infinitely more profound. The secret, the bedrock upon which all lasting success and true wealth is built, is the absence of definite purpose. Consider the colossal enterprises, the empires built from audacious dreams. Did Andrew Carnegie stumble into his steel dominion? Did Henry Ford accidentally revolutionize transportation? Did Walt Disney conjure a magical kingdom from a casual whim? Never. These titans and countless others who reshaped their world operated from a place of absolute, unyielding, definite purpose. They didn't merely want something, they decided what they wanted with such fervent intensity that it became a burning obsession, a singular fixation that commanded every thought, every action, every fiber of their being. Most people drift. They are ships without rudders, at the mercy of every current, every shifting wind. They have vague desires. I want to be rich. I want to be happy. I want more freedom. But what does rich truly mean? 1 million? 10 million? 1 billion? What does happy look like when the storms of life inevitably hit? Without a precise, crystal-clear destination, how can you plot a course? How can you gather the necessary fuel? How can you command the winds to fill your sails? You cannot. You will be tossed and turned, arriving nowhere with certainty, only a destination chosen by default, by circumstance, by the collective mediocrity of the masses. This is where the journey to true wealth, to profound personal power, truly begins. It starts not with action, but with absolute clarity. Before you lift a single finger, before you speak a single word, you must sculpt, with the precision of a master artisan, the exact image of what you intend to achieve. This isn't a fleeting wish, a hopeful prayer. This is a mandate to yourself, a non-negotiable declaration to the universe. What is the specific sum of money you intend to accumulate? By what date will this manifest? What exact service will you render? What value will you create in exchange for this wealth? And what definite plan will you immediately put into action to begin its acquisition? These are not questions to ponder idly. They are the very scaffolding of your future. Think of it this way. A sculptor doesn't pick up a chisel and randomly hack at a block of marble, hoping a masterpiece emerges. No, a master sculptor first envisions the final form with such vivid detail that it already exists in their mind. They see the contours, the shadows, the very essence of the finished work. Only then do they begin to chip away, every strike deliberate, every movement guided by that unshakable vision. Your definite purpose is that mental blueprint, that inner masterpiece, guiding every decision, every sacrifice, every relentless push forward. Without this blueprint, energy dissipates, effort becomes scattered. The mind, an astonishingly powerful engine, begins to misfire, its immense potential wasted on trivialities, on fleeting distractions, on the endless noise of the world. It's like trying to focus sunlight through a shattered lens. The power is there, but it's fragmented, unable to ignite anything. When you possess a definite purpose, however, all your mental faculties, all your emotional intensity, all your physical energy begins to align. They converge like laser beams, focusing an unstoppable force upon the single point of your objective. This is the power of concentration, born directly from definite purpose. This is the secret of those who achieve the seemingly impossible. The journey to definite purpose is not always comfortable. It demands brutal honesty. It requires stripping away the layers of conditioning, the fears implanted by a world that often celebrates caution over courage, stability over audacious ambition. It asks you to confront the deepest desires of your soul, to articulate them without apology, without reservation. And once you have articulated it, once you have etched it into the very fabric of your consciousness, it becomes your guiding star, your unwavering compass. The path to definite purpose is not merely an intellectual exercise. It demands an unwavering belief. Not just a fleeting hope, but a deep-seated conviction, a profound inner knowing that your purpose, however audacious, is not just possible, but inevitable. Think of Thomas Edison. He wasn't just hoping for a practical light bulb, he knew it was coming. He faced thousands of failures, thousands of dead ends, yet his belief never wavered. Why? Because his definite purpose, the vision of widespread electric illumination, was so clear, so compelling, that it transcended mere experimentation. Each failure was simply a discovery of what didn't work, moving him closer to what would. His belief wasn't blind optimism. It was the logical byproduct of an intensely focused, clearly defined objective. Most people falter because their belief system is fragmented, infected by doubt, by the opinions of others, by the pervasive narrative of scarcity. They say they want wealth, but deep down, they believe it's only for the privileged few, or that they aren't smart enough or lucky enough. This internal dissonance is a silent assassin of dreams. Your subconscious mind, an incredibly powerful servant, acts upon your dominant thoughts and beliefs. If you hold a definite purpose in your conscious mind, but simultaneously harbor crippling doubts in your subconscious, you create a civil war within yourself. The result? Stagnation, self-sabotage, perpetual struggle. To cultivate unshakable belief, you must impress your definite purpose upon your subconscious mind with relentless repetition and fervent emotion. Speak your purpose aloud. Write it down daily. Visualize it with every sensory detail. Feel the textures, hear the sounds, smell the air, taste the victory. Immerse yourself in the reality of your achieved goal now. This isn't fantasy. This is programming. You are consciously directing the infinite intelligence within you, aligning your inner world with your outer aspirations. This process is akin to a gardener meticulously preparing the soil. You remove the weeds of doubt, you nourish it with the rich compost of conviction, and you plant the seeds of your definite purpose, watering them daily with belief. And just as a seed once planted in fertile ground and nurtured must grow, so too will your definite purpose begin to manifest in your reality when deeply rooted in an unshakable belief. This alignment of purpose and belief naturally gives birth to discipline. Not the forced, grudging kind of discipline, but an organic, self-driven commitment that flows from your core. When your purpose is a burning fire within you, the choices become clear. Distractions lose their allure. Procrastination becomes a foreign concept. The mundane tasks, the difficult decisions, the sacrifices required, they are no longer obstacles, but necessary steps, willingly embraced, because they serve your higher aim. Consider the discipline of a master athlete training for the Olympics. Every early morning run, every grueling workout, every strict dietary choice is not a burden but a direct consequence of their definite purpose, winning the gold. Their actions are not arbitrary, they are meticulously aligned with their ultimate vision. In the same way, when you define your purpose, your daily actions cease to be random acts and become deliberate strokes on the canvas of your future. You begin to say no to anything that doesn't serve your purpose, and yes with unwavering conviction to everything that does. This is the hallmark of true self-mastery, a direct result of a clearly defined and deeply believed purpose. Without this disciplined action, purpose remains a wish, belief a fleeting thought. The gap between intention and achievement is bridged only by consistent, purposeful action. Most people stay poor not because they lack good intentions, but because they lack the discipline to consistently execute on those intentions. They allow fleeting pleasures, instant gratifications, and the path of least resistance to derail their progress. They start, they stop, they dream, they doubt, they build, they tear down. The result is a perpetual state of almost but never quite. Your definite purpose, once established and believed, becomes the engine of your discipline. It pulls you forward, compels you to overcome inertia, to push past discomfort, to persist when others quit. It transforms drudgery into duty, sacrifice into investment. It's the internal compass that keeps you on course, even when external storms rage. This is the power that fuels the extraordinary, that lifts individuals from obscurity to legendary status. This is the unseen force that separates those who merely exist from those who truly live, truly achieve, and truly prosper. Embrace your definite purpose, cultivate unshakable belief, and allow the natural consequence of discipline to propel you toward the destiny you were meant to claim. The manifestation of your definite purpose demands not just belief and discipline, but an active, dynamic vision. This isn't merely a static picture in your mind. It's a living, breathing blueprint of your future, constantly evolving, constantly refining, and intensely felt. It's the fuel for your emotional engine. You must not just see your success, you must feel it. You must experience the profound satisfaction of your achievements in your present moment. Think of Elon Musk. When he envisioned SpaceX, it wasn't just a rocket company. It was humanity becoming a multi-planetary species. He didn't just see metal and fire. He felt the destiny of humankind expanding beyond Earth. This vivid, emotionally charged vision is what propelled him through staggering technical challenges, through financial crises, through the scoffing of critics. His vision was so potent, so real to him, that it became infectious, drawing brilliant minds and billions of dollars to its orbit. Most people lack this kind of immersive vision. Their goals are often abstract, unemotional. They say, "I want more money," but they don't visualize the tangible freedom that money brings, the experiences, the contributions, the legacy. They don't feel the joy of solving problems, the pride of creation, the satisfaction of impact. Without this emotional resonance, a goal remains an intellectual concept, easily abandoned when the path becomes arduous. The subconscious mind, which operates far more on emotion and imagery than on logic, receives no compelling directive. It remains inert, unmotivated to unleash its immense creative power. To build this kind of powerful vision, engage all your senses. If your definite purpose is financial abundance, see the exact numbers in your bank account. Feel the texture of the check you've received. Hear the praise of those you've helped. If it's a specific contribution, see the faces of those whose lives you've transformed. Feel the weight of your completed work. Hear the applause of recognition. Make it as real as the chair you're sitting in, the air you're breathing. This act of immersive visualization isn't fantasy, it's a rehearsal. It's pre-programming your mind for success, making the improbable feel inevitable. This deeply held vision then ignites your action. Not just any action, but inspired, decisive, relentless action. Lincoln didn't just wish for the preservation of the Union. He acted, navigating a brutal civil war with unwavering conviction, making agonizing decisions, issuing the Emancipation Proclamation, ultimately sacrificing his life for his definite purpose. His vision for a unified nation propelled him through unimaginable hardship. For many, fear of action is a paralyzing force. They wait for perfect conditions, for more information, for external validation. They fall prey to analysis paralysis, endlessly planning but never executing.
This inertia is a direct consequence of an underdeveloped or unemotional purpose. When your definite purpose is forged in the fire of conviction and illuminated by a vivid vision, action becomes an imperative, not an option. You are compelled to move forward because the alternative, remaining static, remaining in mediocrity, is simply unbearable. Action, however, is not chaotic flailing. It is intelligent, informed, and strategically aligned with your definite purpose. It requires continuous learning, adaptation, and an unwavering commitment to improvement. You will encounter obstacles. You will face setbacks. The path will rarely be linear. But with a definite purpose as your anchor and a compelling vision as your North Star, each setback becomes a lesson, each obstacle a test of resolve. You learn to pivot, to innovate, to find new ways to achieve your non-negotiable objective. This constant iteration, this intelligent action, is what separates those who stumble from those who relentlessly advance.
This leads us to the crucial element of adaptability and resilience. The world is dynamic, constantly shifting. Markets change, technologies evolve, unforeseen challenges emerge. Those who cling rigidly to old methods, who are unwilling to learn and adjust, are quickly left behind. Your definite purpose provides the bedrock, the unmoving core, but your methods of achieving it must be fluid. Consider the story of Disney. After early failures and near bankruptcy, Walt Disney didn't abandon his definite purpose of creating joy and imaginative worlds. Instead, he adapted. He learned from setbacks, innovated with animation techniques, embraced new mediums, and built an empire that transcended his initial dreams. His resilience was fueled by an unwavering commitment to his purpose. He wasn't afraid to fail, only to stop trying. Resilience isn't about avoiding pain or difficulty. It's about enduring it, learning from it, and emerging stronger. When your definite purpose is grand enough, it imbues you with an almost supernatural ability to bounce back, to find solutions where others see only despair. You develop an inner toughness, an unbreakable spirit, because your why is bigger than any how or any temporary setback. This is the emotional fortitude of champions, forged in the crucible of definite purpose. It is what transforms adversity into advantage and obstacles into stepping stones. This is how the rich in mind and in pocket not only survive but thrive amidst the chaos. They understand that their definite purpose is not a fragile dream, but a living, breathing force that compels them to overcome, to adapt, and to ultimately achieve. The journey fueled by definite purpose, unwavering belief, clear vision, and disciplined action is not a solitary one. It thrives on collaboration and the power of the mastermind. Napoleon Hill meticulously documented how the greatest achievements in history were rarely, if ever, the work of a single individual. Carnegie surrounded himself with brilliant minds, each contributing their unique expertise to his steel empire. Edison, though a singular genius, built a laboratory teeming with collaborators and specialists. Ford, in revolutionizing the automotive industry, assembled a team of engineers, innovators, and production specialists. Why do most people stay poor or struggle in isolation? Because they operate from a scarcity mindset, believing they must hoard knowledge, guard their ideas, and compete fiercely against everyone. They are unwilling to share, unwilling to ask for help, unwilling to truly collaborate. They believe that their success must come solely from their own individual effort, unaware that the universe and indeed the human collective operates on principles of synergistic expansion. A mastermind alliance is not just a group of people. It's a harmonious coordination of two or more minds working together in a spirit of perfect accord for the attainment of a definite purpose. When minds coalesce with a shared powerful objective, something extraordinary happens. The collective intelligence, the combined creativity, the magnified energy far exceeds the sum of its individual parts.
It's like multiple streams converging to form a mighty river, carving through any landscape, unstoppable in its flow. Your definite purpose, once clearly articulated, acts as a magnet, drawing to you the precise individuals, the resources, the opportunities, and the insights you need to achieve it. But you must be open to this attraction. You must actively seek out those whose skills complement yours, whose vision aligns with yours, whose energy elevates yours. This requires humility, a willingness to learn, and an understanding that true power often lies in leveraging the strengths of others.
Furthermore, a definite purpose fosters a spirit of generosity and gratitude. Those who truly prosper, those who build lasting empires of wealth and impact, understand that the universe operates on a principle of reciprocity. You cannot constantly take without giving. You cannot expect abundance without contributing value. Your definite purpose, at its core, should be about solving problems, creating value, serving others, and improving the human condition in some meaningful way. When your purpose is rooted in genuine contribution, gratitude becomes a natural outpouring. You appreciate the resources, the opportunities, the collaborations that come your way. This isn't just about saying thank you, it's a deep internal state of appreciation that attracts more of what you desire. Those who constantly complain, who focus on what they lack, who see only obstacles, repel abundance. Their internal frequency is misaligned with the frequency of prosperity. Consider the ripple effect of genuine service. When you create value for others, when you solve their problems, when you enrich their lives, you are compensated, both materially and spiritually. This isn't charity. It's the fundamental exchange that drives all legitimate wealth creation. Your definite purpose provides the framework for this contribution. It defines how you will serve, who you will serve, and what transformation you will bring about. Finally, and perhaps most profoundly, a definite purpose instills an unwavering belief in infinite intelligence and the power of the subconscious mind. Hill spoke extensively about this, not as some abstract spiritual concept, but as a practical, demonstrable force available to anyone who learns to harness it. Your definite purpose is the directive you give to this vast internal power. It's the command you issue to the universe and to the limitless potential within your own being. The reason most people stay poor is that they live from a place of limitation, of scarcity, of conscious struggle. They try to figure everything out with their logical mind, ignoring the vast creative reservoir beneath the surface. They don't trust that solutions will appear, that opportunities will arise, that the path will reveal itself once the destination is clear. When you declare your definite purpose, when you visualize it with fervent emotion, when you act with unwavering discipline, you are tapping into this infinite intelligence. Ideas will seemingly pop into your mind. Connections will manifest serendipitously. Doors will open that you didn't even know existed. This isn't magic. It's the natural consequence of aligning your internal state with your external aspirations. Your subconscious mind, given a clear and emotionally charged directive, begins to work tirelessly, day and night, to bring your definite purpose into reality, orchestrating circumstances and drawing in everything necessary for its fulfillment. This is the ultimate secret. It's not about luck or connections or even raw talent alone. It's about the absolute unyielding power of a mind singularly focused on a definite purpose. It's about understanding that wealth, true wealth in all its forms, is not something you get as much as it is something you become through the unwavering application of these timeless principles. Stop drifting, stop wishing, stop hoping. Choose your definite purpose. Define it with surgical precision. Believe in it with every fiber of your being. Act on it with relentless discipline. Build your mastermind. Contribute with generosity, and watch as the universe conspires to bring your wildest, most profound dreams into a tangible, undeniable reality. Your future is not a matter of chance, it is a matter of definite purpose. Go forth and claim it.